Hello and welcome. This is Rosie Flugel with McAllen ISD's Digital Learning Team. I'm so glad that you're here to join me as I introduce you to the Whiteboard feature within Flipgrid. So there is a feature specifically in Flipgrid topics that gives you whiteboard capability. And what's so neat about the whiteboard is that you can record what you're drawing on that whiteboard along with narrate what you're doing. So it's a great tool for demonstrating anything that needs to be drawn or annotated. It's a great tool for that. It's most commonly used by teachers to demonstrate math problems. And in Flipgrid, it's not only for teachers. If students needed to create a recording of their solution of a math problem or any kind of drawing that they're doing, they can record that as well and submit that to the teacher. So it's a great tool either way. And I do need to note that the whiteboard tool you don't necessarily need to record the whole process of what you're drawing or writing on the whiteboard. You can record just a portion of it, and then you can add a bunch of fun stuff like emojis and notes, and we'll go over that in just a minute. But when you get started, of course, you're going to see my grid. So what you see here are my grids. And I'm going to go into a grid here that I have pre-created, and I'm going to add a new topic to get started. So let me just start with my topic title. So once you have your topic created, you'll notice some focus tools that you have listed down here. The record a video button is where we want to go. And when you of course, when you tap on record a video, your camera is going to be launched. So let's do that. Hi there, everybody. So here's your camera tool. You'll see some tools at the bottom, and you'll notice your board. If you hover, it'll say board. If you tap on that, you'll see three different options. You have a whiteboard, and then your traditional blackboard, and then a clear board. So if you have maybe a web camera that's pointed to a document that you want to annotate, the clear board is great because it's just a transparent screen. So for today's video, I'm going to use a whiteboard. Alrighty. And before I get started, I do want to mention that, since you will be drawing or working a problem out, I'd recommend either a mobile device where you can use a stylus, or maybe if you have a touchscreen device, that would work well as well. Unless you're good with your mouse or a trackpad, you can do that. I happen to have a little pen tablet that I use for things like this. That might be an investment that you want to think about. But yeah, just keep in mind that since you're going to be drawing, that you want to have some kind of device that will help you along with that. All right, so you'll notice at the bottom there is a record button. Before I start though, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of set up my problem. So let's say I want to solve for y, right? And then I'll set up my problem, maybe 2 equals 6. Okay, let's say now I'm ready to start recording. So from here on out, I can record. Here's the record button. There you go. Count down. And then you can start explaining your problem and how you would go about to solve this. And so at this point, you're recording not only what you're drawing, but your narration with it as well. Okay. So there we go. And notice if you go down to the bottom, you can even change pen colors. So I don't know if you've ever seen a Khan Academy video, but I love how he changes pen colors. So you can go in there and change pen colors even. Math teachers, that might be something that's useful for you. If you make a mistake or you need to go back or you need to pause, you can pause the video and add later. You can go back a step if you need to undo something or clear it. Note that I'm going to stop this right here. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. Right over here, you can add a sticky. Like, let's see, what could we say? Remember isolate your variable y. Whatever you want to remind your students, you put a little note there, a little sticky, right? If you're done with your video, you want to click the next button, and then you can start explaining your problem. There you go. So it's going to give you a preview of your video. You can add more to it if you're not quite done, or if you're happy with it, go ahead and click the next button. You can take a selfie to go along with your video. And I'm just gonna, there we go. Let's see. I'm just gonna put a big old, that's gonna be me. And then next, congrats. Okay, so at any time you can delete or redo this topic video in your settings. So I want to go ahead and click complete because I'm finished with that video and I'm ready to post it. When you do create your topic, let me go ahead and do that. You will get a link. So you can copy that and get it to your students however you want. If they're in class with you, you can show them the barcode, the QR code. But if you're using a Google Classroom, you can share straight to Google Classroom, which I love. So most of us, I know at least in Cal and ISD, we're using Google Classroom, so you can go straight to your Google Classroom and share that. They'll just log into your class in Google Classroom and they'll get the link straight to the topic. Okay, so all set. All right, so then when they click on the topic, they're going to go straight into your math problem and see your video. So let's view it as what they would see. This is what they're going to see. Here's a little play button. And then you can start explaining to solve this. There you go. So it's an easy peasy way to demonstrate how to solve a problem using a whiteboard app.